All right, welcome back in here to the early line as we look to finish up this edition together. We've talked, of course, national championship. We've talked a great Final Four we got coming up in the NFL, and, of course, a maybe lopsided NBA card here tonight with a whole lot of double-digit favorites. We haven't talked some college hoops here tonight, and we've got some really, really good games coming up here tonight, some big matchups. And, of course, you don't have to look any further, and I think it's going to be a fascinating one, is number 4 Alabama taking on Vandy here. And listen, Bama had a little roadblock there a couple of nights ago, but they are certainly have been able to handle business against this Vanderbilt team in the past. They've won 9 of 10. They've also won, I believe, 4 of their last 10 victories have come over ranked opponents. So Nate Oates, gotta believe that he is going to have his guys ready to go here tonight in both a defensive mindset as well as an offensive mindset here. I do believe this is a Alabama team that will impose their will at home against this Vandy. 11.5 does not feel like that is going to be enough points here in order for Vandy to keep the cover. And then, of course, you got Mississippi State taking on Tennessee here tonight. And this is also extremely interesting, given the fact that we've got Tennessee coming in at number 6 here this year, has had some very iffy moments over the last couple of weeks. And I think this is a great bounce back opportunity here in Knoxville tonight as Tennessee is going to try to get this thing righted here. I think this number is a little light. I thought this might be a little bit bigger. In fact, I've seen Ken Palm in this fact should have been maybe even a higher number than what it is. But the Vols' biggest issue as of late has been their offensive struggles. And they have not been good, but mainly because teams that they've been playing have done a great job defensively against them. The problem with Mississippi State is they rank outside the top 250 in offensive metrics, especially when it comes to shooting threes here. This is a team that can get lit up from the outside, so I do think the Vols have a pretty good opportunity to be able to get on track here and handle business, and I think they will against this Mississippi State Bulldogs team that just had to fight Ole Miss in overtime on Saturday, and they were they fortunate to win that game. They were outshot from the floor as well as the charity stripe, which is a problem for them. I do think the Vols here are a little bit overrated in the market still, but I like them in this spot here to bounce back and get it done. And then you got to question whether or not Iowa State laying 15.5 points at home is a great bet here. And I only ask that because we did just watch UCF take Houston to the wire over the weekend here. This is a pretty good UCF team, and they anytime you can give Houston a run for their money like they did, and Houston ended up coming back, winning by a point, I believe, over the weekend. They have got some opportunities here. So I do think that maybe 15.5 points for Iowa State, even though they're the number 3 team in the country, I think that might be asking an awful lot for them. So that is a game I am going to be focused on here today. I think in the betting markets, it's going to be interesting to see if that goes up or if the money starts coming in and we start seeing that number decrease a little bit. And then you got Wisconsin out west taking on UCLA. UCLA is a favorite, and UCLA, let's face it, this was a team that Mick Cronin has been going through it, calling out his team, letting folks know he thought they were soft. And how did they respond? Well, with a losing streak of 4 games. That's how it went down until, of course, they welcomed in Iowa a couple of nights ago, and a 24-point beatdown over Iowa all of a sudden has the market thinking UCLA is worth backing here as a favorite of 3.5. I don't know. The Bruins, and it does look like Dylan Andrews, their point guard here, maybe one of the better parts of this team, is a go here tonight. I still don't trust UCLA. I do trust the physicality of Wisconsin. I think they getting points is a pretty easy bet there. And that'll do it. The early line wrapped up. We got another edition coming up tomorrow, and we'll see you then here on the Grid.